think?
All right, listen. I'm Gary. You're Julius. Let's get some particulars and just get this over with, all right?
Particulars.
Yeah.
No matter what I tell you, you ain't gonna never know nothing about
Hey,
me.
listen. I ain't running any more of these 3 days, okay?
Well, what I got to say you really don't want to hear, because honesty ain't too high up on your people's priority list, right?
Honesty? You want honesty? All right, honestly, I think you're nothing. Nothing but a pure waste of God-given talent. You don't listen to nobody, man. Not even Dr. Boone. Shiver push on the line every time, man. You blow right past him. Push him, pull him, do something. You can't run over everybody in this league. And every time you do, you leave one of your teammates hanging out to dry. Me in particular.
Why should I give a boot about you? Huh? Or anybody else out there? You want to talk about ways you captain, right?
Right.
Captain's supposed to be the leader, right?
Right.
You got a job?
I have a
You
job.
doing your job?
I've been doing my job.
Then why don't you tell your white buddies to block for Red better? Because they have not blocked for him or for Plug Nickel, and you know it. Nobody plays. Yourself included. I'm supposed to wear myself out for the team? What team? No. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look out for myself and I'm going to get mine.
See, man, that's the worst attitude I ever heard.
Attitude reflect leadership.
All right? We'll be out here all night till we get this thing right. Let's go. On the ball, Webb. What was that, Ray? Whatever it is, it ain't blocking. You know what I'm talking to you, a break. Julius, what? Get to ref once, just one time. I swear to God, I'm gonna hit you so hard by the time you come to, ooh, boy, you're gonna need a new haircut. You understand me? Let's play, fellas. On the ball, let's run it again.
All right. Now, as we asked prior to the video, give us a couple of examples. We won't do a whole lot simply because we're a little short on time. Can you drop us like run a little bit short on time, so I'm just going to take a couple of examples and just ask for a couple of volunteers. Where do you think they confronted critical incidents?
Right there when the captain was talking at the end about you don't do your job, and he said you're not being an effective leader.
On the bus, when they made him get off the bus and reorganized him.
Another instance, yes. Okay, all right. Where do you think set the example was shown? Where did they set an example?
At the end.
At the very end, okay, good, good.
First, I thought the first meeting right there.
First one, right, right, and which there are no wrong answers.
No.
Yeah, these are all correct answers. All right, give people reason to care.
When you drop the ball, you're going to run a mile.
Yeah, because and not only that, but that affects the whole team because you're running the mile, and eventually he's going to get to a point where we're going to all run. Or we're out here 3 a days, and look at what time it is. You know, all of these things should give people a reason to care.
Well, and to elaborate on that a little bit, if they're out running the mile, they're not helping their team.
Right, because they're running a mile, thinking about what they did wrong, and probably complaining, if I know football players. All right, okay, so we'll do one more time, one more. Forging unity and not forcing it. Where do you think that was illustrated?
They wouldn't let the coach step in and just let him handle it.
Right,
Figure it
right.
out.
That's what the last clip was great. I
Yes.
thought you
But
would
he
voice
did
over
try and
everything.
force it in the beginning.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So you see both sides of that one right there. Forging unity instead of forcing it. Okay.
That's a great example.
Yes, I thought it was exceptional too. Now, we are going to move on to our activity, and yes, please. Each one of these has 22 toothpicks in it. 22 toothpicks, and we need a volunteer, please.
Volunteer.
Got you first. Come on up. Come on up. All right. Now, the object of this game, the object of this activity will be,
Thank you.
this is your spokesman. Your spokesman is going to tell you how, through only verbal communication, how to build a design that I'm going to show him out of this book. Okay? Now you will use all 22 of these toothpicks. Now, but there are some rules. Yes.
You lose any?
Does anybody have it? Make sure you got 22 toothpicks. All right. Now here are the rules. Well, no, you won't need any, because you're going to be up here. Okay. Here are the rules. There are to be no questions asked to the volunteer or the spokesman. No questions to be asked to him. He can only give you verbal instructions. Therefore, his hands will be in his pockets the entire time. Yes. All right. The instructions cannot be repeated. The instructions cannot be repeated, and you will have 3 minutes.
They need space at
to
their
do
table
so.
too.
Yes.
I'm missing two toothpicks.
You're missing 2. Okay. Okay.
There's another pad right there. Is anybody on that?
So everybody's got 22. I apologize. I tried to do the counting. That's why I was late to class. Trying to count out all the toothpicks. All right. Okay. Now, are there any questions prior to us beginning this activity?
Can I see the picture? Can I read
No.
it?
No one can see the picture other than your spokesman.
All right, it's a good question.
They can't ask you.
No, they cannot ask you any questions. They may not ask you any questions. You are giving total 100% verbal directions. Okay?
Can we work-
And you, excuse me?
Can we work as a team?
No, you work independently. That's why each group has 22 of their own. Any more questions? I'm used to high school. All right. No more questions. All right. Here we are, sir. I will show you the picture. Oh. Yeah, I can't look at it. Sure.
Okay.
Go.
In the center, you need a diamond. Okay, the diamond has 4 points, right? So you need 1 toothpick at the top, and then make another diamond. At the top of that the diamond needs to be at the top of that tooth. Okay. You need 1 toothpick to the left of the middle of the first one you did, and then you need 1 to the right. Okay. Now, if you know what a triton looks like, the 2 toothpicks you just made, they need to have a triton. What's another name for a triton?
You can't ask questions. Y'all didn't say
Okay, now you need 1 toothpick at the bottom, then one that's left. There's only 1 left. Okay, hold on. You made 3 sides already. The one side that you don't have, you just put 1 toothpick right there.
So if I do.
What time we got?
You got a minute.
I got 4 minutes.
That's not a trait though, but if I do that, I have one.
Can I say who did it?
No.
Okay, where there's no, at the top you have a diamond, and on the end, on the right and left, you have a triton. At the bottom, you need a square. That's all I can make. That's probably it. I think I've only seen one. Not direction.
You wanna walk and see? You wanna walk and see who has it?
I know who has it, right?
You still got 20 seconds.
You
Oh, I still got 20 seconds. Okay, so in the middle you should have, can I repeat that? What that should
Sure,
have?
whatever you want to say.
Okay, in the middle you should have the diamond. Then at the top point of the diamond, you should have one toothpick and then another diamond. Okay. On the left point of your middle diamond,
Time.
There's not a middle diamond. It's the bottom.
Okay.
You're not
Now, before you, don't destroy him, let me see.
What is it supposed to be?
Almost. Almost. All right, I will show you guys the picture. It was like this. Yeah.
So we're just missing.
You're just missing the one little leg down there at the bottom.
Let me get a picture of it.
I didn't do it.
Oh, there was a, no, there's a thing in between the square and the diamond. Oh, we were on that. We were on that. But he didn't say he was on.
Oh, it should be like.
Yes,
Said
yes.
a diamond, then one
like
pick
that.
down.
So I still have one left over.
Let's do it again.
I don't have one.
I just had to.
Yeah, you were, all you needed was to move your box down and have one more.
Oh.
You were close.
So
I would say
basically
you were
I
close.
won.
Okay,
Is that right?
all right, yes.
So
The
basically I
one
won.
and then a box. Yes, sir.
Let's
That's
do
it.
it again.
All right, fabulous, good job, guys. Yes. All
I
right.
just didn't have this toothpick right here.
I don't know how else I would have explained it. What do you guys
A
think? I want
toothpick
to
at the
know.
bottom, pointing down, and then a square.
You did a pretty good job. Y'all actually did a lot better than I actually was expecting y'all to do. So.
How did y'all come up with this?
We were sitting there in Starbucks.
We're on a coffee high.
The first one I saw that was right was
Okay, so we all kind of
Teach
see,
elementary school.
see how everybody's was different in a way. Just to open it up, just for a small discussion, tell me what would y'all have liked to have heard David, right? No, not David. Joe, what would y'all like to have heard or been able to ask Joe while he was giving y'all the information of what the pattern was?
Can you show us the pattern?
Okay, what else?
No.
Repeat the directions again. Yeah.
I think you did a really good job, considering it wasn't like an actual, like he was just creating an abstract picture. I think you did a really good job.
Okay, so why do you think everybody was different? How come everybody wasn't on the same page?
We all interpret.
Well, yeah.
Perspective.
Everybody had a different perspective? Okay.
Like, for
Yeah,
example-
because where the toothpicks, like connecting the diamonds and the square, like I was looking and we kind of had them all different, you know?
Yes.
So it was like a,
We were all hearing the same
Exactly what
thing,
you
but we
said.
were comprehending it differently.
yeah, like
Okay.
which way, you know?
Gotcha. So in a leadership role, and when it goes with modeling the way, what would y'all have liked for Joe to have done to?
Show us the picture.
You would like for him,
Clear.
you would have liked
Crystal clear.
for him to actually model what the actual picture looked like.
Well, we could have started out with some, I know a lot when I talk to my students, I'm like, move to the left. Well, they need to know the basis of what the left is. So if you say stick the toothpick from the top or the bottom, you should have said it should have been pointing vertically from the point where they connected. No, we should have had more, we could have had like more base terms of what we all, like when you build a team, you got to have a foundation of what these terms mean before you even start giving instructions on fulfilling that assignment.
Right.
And you do middle school, that's why. You have to go, I'm gonna start all the way at the bottom and build you up.
No matter what it is.
And that was the whole point.
That's why I got it, because I'm used to interpreting middle schoolers.
That's what she said.
Elementary.
Elementary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both of us was pretty close.
Yeah, and that was really the whole point of the activity, was to show you all how, you know, how difficult it is when you have a leader or somebody in, I guess, supervisory position that's just telling you what to do. Like I said, he couldn't move his hands. Somebody, I'm sure we've all been in those job situations where somebody comes down and is like, hey, I want you to do this, and I need it done by this time. Which, like, how am I supposed to
Which
do
is an
that?
hour later.
How am I supposed to do that? But when you have that leader who comes and shows you exactly what they want and can kind of guide you through it, it becomes a lot easier. Everybody can work together, and then everybody could have been on the same page. If Joe would have been up here, if he would have wrote this up here first, everybody probably would have had it right. So it just goes to show how modeling the way can be successful, how it can continue to build teamwork, and how everybody can be on the same page and you can have a successful career, successful team, successful leadership.
Can you model too much?
Yes and no. And I'll say the reason yes, because you then start to carry, your team starts to maybe depend on you a little too much, and then you can carry them to where you're doing all the work. And then I say no, you can't, because sometimes people, they need repetitive leadership.
Situational leadership.
Situational leadership, yeah.
So I think it'd be good and bad. It's like a double-edged sword, in my opinion. I think when you work with people, you learn their strengths and you learn their weaknesses. So you know when you do need to model something for them and when you don't, when they already know what to do. It's just natural to them.
I think it's good too there's a fine line, because you want to empower people to be problem solvers. You want to give them the right scaffolding to be able to solve those problems. And when I think about model the way, I don't necessarily think it, of course, this was a great exercise, and I've seen this done before, and I love this. It really gets to this point of needing to see as well as hear, you know, multiple modalities. But this notion of modeling the behaviors, modeling the characteristics of a good leader. So, yeah, this was good.
Do you all think it would have been a tremendous difference had he been able to use his hands?
Yes.
I would have been.
I actually had my back to him the whole time. I never looked at you.
Okay,
Yeah.
So that brings the case of the situational leadership. Some people need different types of leadership.
that's right, you're exactly correct, exactly.
They're different types of leaders.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have any questions?
All right. Good job. Give him a hand. Good job.